Hey everybody, it's Irritable Life, and I am here with your Motivational Friday. I was trying to get back to Tuesdays, Motivational Tuesdays, or at least once a week. I did something this week, but I figure, if I have the time and the motivation and the energy, I want to do more. It's kind of like an outlet for me, and I'm hoping that it helps at least one person. So these motivations, as I mentioned before, are from that newspaper, the Spanish newspaper called El Especialito, and they have, 7 motivations. So it's for each day of the week. And I usually pick one out and read it, or read it and then in Spanish and then translate it. There was actually quite a few here that I liked. So I think I'm gonna be touching on this one next week. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow, but we'll see. So the one that I chose was, and this is trying to, I'll probably touch on the coronavirus, but not, I want to stay away from that. I kind of want to just keep this corona free because we have enough of that. And it's not because it's something that shouldn't be we shouldn't be aware of, but it's just news overload. And I kind of want to keep these as much away from that as possible to distract myself and other people. All right, so I will translate. Rendirse es el peor fracaso. Así es que, si crees que puedes conseguirlo, inténtalo una vez más y nunca dejes de probar. I love this. I love this. So, like I said, keeping away from everything else. Giving in or giving up, excuse me. Giving up is the worst failure. You fail if you don't try. Inténtalo una vez más y nunca dejes de probar. Inténtalo una vez más is give it another shot and never stop trying. So it's been hard for me, and I'm sure as a lot of people will feel the same way. With the chef area, the food. Food is my passion, and that has taken a back seat big time. And that's, it snowballed. It snowballed, and I promised I would never do that again, where I would let a job or a situation deter me from what I love. But it did, once again, and it just snowballed into depression. And the depression came from the stress and the stomach issues. The stomach issues is a big one. With the IBS and the fatigue and the foggy brain, irritable bowel, and subluxation, which is issues in the back of the neck. All these things can cause foggy brain. IBS can cause fatigue, and subluxation can cause a little bit of fatigue because, as I mentioned in numerous videos, that is when your spine, like you have discs running into your spine, and then when your spine is misaligned, you start going like this, right? So it starts misaligned. It's not straight anymore. So then those nerves that are leading into the discs, they start to be pinched. They start being pinched, and then the nerves lead to all parts of your body. So then certain parts start to not function at their optimal level, which is a huge deal. And I learned this from my chiropractor, who's amazing. And I wish I could go, and I can't right now. But the point is that I let all these things just consume me to the point where I stopped cooking, stopped baking. I would watch some shows and I had a little bit of a spark, but that spark just went, the flame just went out, I would get it a little bit, and then it looked kind of like a car that you're trying to start, and it just, and it doesn't start. It's the best way I can explain it, but sometimes when you have the time, you're able to analyze things. You're able to prioritize. You're able to see things clearly when you take the time, when you're able to take the time to look at things, take a step back and look at things. Even if you're writing it down and you're putting all your thoughts on a piece of paper and you put those pieces of paper on a table, you're able to organize it and see, oh, okay, it's kind of a way sometimes to think things out. It might be not the way you would do it, but it's kind of sometimes the way I do things. in order to see, okay, what are my problems? Here they are. They're all laid out on the table, literally. And I can see, oh, okay, if you look at something, all right, there's something I could do about that. It's no big deal. Okay. Put that worry aside or throw it out. You know, in this case, I didn't do that. Um, and I just gave in. I gave in and I guess a part of me gave up half, but not fully because that passion for food is always there. I have a coworker who is, I call him a chef because I mean he's super talented. So, when we were able to talk, to each other when we had time about food, it was just like the spark came alive because it was somebody that I could really interact with the food stuff, like, oh, did you do this? Oh, did you try that? Or, oh my God, really? You did this? You're on that same level. Reaching out to somebody who's, who likes the same things that you do or who's in the same field as you are or would like to be helps. It's kind of like learning a language. I know very little Italian. I know very little Russian because I studied in the past. But if you don't have someone to talk to, you're going to lose that because I've forgotten quite, if not all of it almost, of what I did study and learn. It comes back every once in a while if I see a show or hear a word and some of those things that I studied come back. But it's sometimes you need to interact with someone in order to get that passion back. And if you can't, then you need to find it yourself some way, somehow. And you get up and try again. And with everything that's been going on lately, I wanted to start eating healthier. I did buy some vegetables. I didn't get a chance to do very much with them, but I did a couple of things, here and there that I did post, and I was really excited about it. And I have been determined to make this year, as crazy as it's been, to make this year the year that I get back into it. I mean, I have the time, I am working from home, but I have the time on the weekends because unfortunately I'm not able to work on the weekends now. So I do have that time. And provided I have the energy and give myself enough motivation if I don't have the energy to be able to do something, right there I'm trying, right there I'm doing it, right there I am just a step closer to that goal of getting back into the food industry in some shape or form. It's a slow process, it's baby steps, but it would be nice at least, this year. It would be nice to be able to say, okay, well, this is how much I've accomplished, to really revamp my website, because my website it's very sophomoric, freshman-like. It's amateur. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest with you. I do have the website, Irritable Life, but I haven't given it my all. I haven't given it much, really, since I started it. I have posted things, but I know that it can look better. And all of this comes back to trying again. Do you think that you can do this? Do you want to do this? Sometimes it comes back to, I don't think I want to do this anymore. And, maybe a part of you might not, but you have to try once more at least to see if your heart is still in it. And my heart is still in it. I didn't think it was, but talking to this coworker and seeing some of the recipes that I've had the time to look through again and some shows on the Food Network reminded me, yeah, this is me. This is what I was meant to do. I don't know, I was born to do this. I love it. I love the sizzle in the pan. It's just like the pan it's a Bob Ross painting. The pan is your canvas, and then you put all the ingredients in there, start sizzling, and you get all like, for me, that's it. That's the ultimate. And I'm not satisfied until I hear that sizzle in the pan. The sizzle in the pan is important, obviously, because you're going to get a good sear on whatever you're cooking, like a chicken or a fish or whatever. But to me, the sizzle in the pan is more than that. It's just, all right, I'm in the process of creating something new, or I'm in the process of making a dish of that I've done before that I love, and it just, I don't know, it's exciting, and talking about it is exciting. So I know I have this passion. I know that I can achieve it. It's just a matter of trying again, but really, really trying, really putting your all into it. And I think now more than ever that we have this time. It's not a good thing. The reason that we have this time at home, but we have to make the most of, we have to make the best of it. And it's not easy. We have to be cognizant of what's going on, what's happening around us, be helpful, be kind to others, reach out, and all those things. But we also have to take care of ourselves. I've learned that a lot. Deepak Chopra and this wonderful yoga teacher, friend, and essential oil guru, Yoda, goddess. I love her, Mary Walker. I've learned a lot from watching her videos, seeing her posts. And yeah, you need to take care of yourself. Yoga's a big deal, to clear your head and everything. But coming back to the food, it's just, I know I'm going to do this, but I need to take care of myself. And to do that, I need to, focus on relaxing, focus on what it is that I really want, and you should do the same. Maybe in this quiet time, in this time that we have, we can focus on what it is that we would like to do. Are you happy with where you are? Is there something else you'd like to be doing? Is there a hobby you'd like to be doing? Is there something you'd like to learn, something you'd like to try? Maybe there's something out there that could give your life, if you're not satisfied, and give your life a little extra spark. Maybe you're happy with where you are, and that's totally great. That's awesome. But sometimes people need a little bit more, want to do a little bit more, but they're not really sure, and they don't have the time to figure it out. And now we do. It's unfortunate that we do, but in order to keep ourselves sane, you have to occupy your time with something, catching up on shows, or reading a book, or exercising, or meditating, or in this case, sitting down and figuring out if there's something else that you would like to do in your life, like to achieve, that bucket list. In my case, it's the food. It's always been the food. And I am hoping that I can really take advantage of that finally and achieve what it is that I want to achieve in the food business, to get back into it and to just try at least one more time. And I know that I can do it. I just like all of us, we just have to give it our all, and we're all capable. It's just a matter of just going all in so that in the future you don't have to ask yourself what if. And that is it for the Motivational Friday. I hope you enjoy your Friday night, and I hope to connect with you soon. See ya.